Golden Triangle is a beautiful introduction to unexplored East Indian state. The Orissa Golden Triangle Tour treats you to wonderful experiences, enjoying alluring capital city of Bhubaneswar, appealing beach city of Puri, and mystical ruins of Konark. Now we will start Bhubaneswar sightseeing. So Bhubaneswar replaced Cuttack as a capital in 1949. It is a center of economic, education and cultural importance of India. It is the confluence of Hindu, Buddhist and Jain heritage. The region historically was often depicted as temple city. We start with Kalabhumi, which is Odisha's craft museum. The museum celebrates the craftsmanship of artisans of Odisha, putting on display their breathtaking masterpieces. The display area focuses on galleries about handicrafts and handlooms. From around the state, Kalabhumi is built using local raw materials such as laterite stone, which can still be seen in the oldest monuments around the state. Now we will go to Temple City tour. There are 700 temples. That's why it is called City of Temples. But we are seeing only three, which are very important. We'll start with the Lingaraj temple. So Lingaraj temple is a Hindu temple dedicated to Shiva. The temple is believed to be built by the king from the Somavamshi dynasty. The temple is built in the typical Kalinga style. It has got first Vimana, which is called sanctum, and the second part is Jagamohana, which is the assembly hall. So it's a beautiful architecture. You will see here how the architecture of the Lingaraj temple is. Now we will move to Mukteshwar temple. Again, it is built in 10th century and dedicated to Shiva. The temple dates back to 950 CE and postulates that Somavamshi king Yayati built this temple. Again, the beautiful architecture having two parts. One is sanctum, other is Jagamohana, which is assembly hall. Now we move to Raja Rani temple, which is at a central park of the Bhubaneswar. It is locally called as Love Temple because of the erotic carvings of women and couple in the temple. The original construction again date between 11th or 12th centuries. The temple was constructed in dull red and yellow sandstone called Raja Rani, and that's why the name called Raja Rani. It has got beautiful landscape gardens around and one can visit this temple. It's very convenient to visit. Now we are going to Khandagiri and Udaygiri Jain caves. The caves are situated on the two adjacent hills, Udaygiri and Khandagiri. They have a number of finely ornamentally carved built during 1st century BCE. It is believed that most of these caves out of residential blocks for Jaina monks during the reign of King Kharvela. Udaygiri has 18 caves, Khandagiri has 15 caves. The most important of the caves is Rani Gampa in Udaygiri, which is a double-story monastery. There are other caves, famous caves includes Hathi Gumpa, Ajanta Gumpa and Ganesh Gumpa. And it's a beautiful scene you can see from the caves. You can see a city of Bhubaneswar from here. Now we move to Dhauli. Dhauli is located on banks of river Daya, 8 kilometers from Odisha. On the way to hill, we will find major edicts of Ashoka were engraved on a mass of rock. It's called Dhauli Hill. It is a place where Kalinga war was fought. Actually, after Kalinga, if you are recollect, Ashoka adopted Buddhism. If you go further, you will find a Dhauli Stupa, which is the very important center for Buddhist activities. On the top of the hill, dazzling white piece of pagoda has been built by the Japan Buddha Sangha and Kalinga Nippon Buddha Sangha in 1970s. You will see Buddha statues here, one Buddha sleeping statue and Buddha doing his meditation. Beauty. Hello. Today we will start to another city of Odisha, that is Puri. It is 50 kilometers from Bhubaneswar. So while going to Puri, Puri is the temple city again. It has got important temple which is Jagannath temple. Jagannath temple dedicated to Jagannath, a form of Vishnu. The temple is an important pilgrimage destination. It is one of the Char Dham. The present temple was rebuilt from 10th century onwards. On the site of earlier temple, King Anantavaram Chodadhyadeva. The Puri temple is famous for its annual Ratha Yatra or the chariot festival, in which three idols deities of Jagannath, his brother Balabhadra and sister Subhadra, are put on a huge elaborately decorated temple cars. The temple of Jagannath is made the images are made up of wood and is ceremoniously replaced every 12 years or 19 years by the extra replica. Now we are moving to another temple, which is Gundicha temple. The Ratha Yatra ends in Gundicha temple. The deities which are removed from Jagannath temple are put here for 7 days. This is during annual Ratha Yatra festival. So this is Gundicha temple. Now we are moving to another temple, which is Hanuman temple. Actually here the story goes like this. Lord Rama assigned Lord Hanuman to protect the city from the sea waves. Lord Hanuman, being in a monkey incarnation, would go here, and there is a monkey nature. As such, Lord Rama chained Lord Hanuman at this place. So now we are moving to another small village, which Raghurajpur. It's a heritage craft village from Puri district. It is well known for its master Patrichitra painters, an art from which dates back to 5 BC in this region. The village is also home to crafts like tusar painting, palm leaf printing. You are seeing here the palm leaf engravings, then stone and wooden carvings, wooden cow dung, and some paper mache toys. So you are seeing the paintings here, and then you will see the paper mache toys which are being sold in one of the shop. Now we are moving to a Puri beach. Actually, Golden Beach, sea beach, is heavily crowded place as it is very beautiful location in Puri. The spectacular view in the evening is must-see location. Opposite side of this beach is Puri's shopping market. So if you are seeing here the golden sand, golden sand, and the sunset is now being captured in the camera. See the beautiful pictures of sunset and scenery here. And then also sunrise also happens around, because being on eastern side of the India, sunrise is very beautiful. These are some of the sunrise photos taken from a gallery. It's beautiful. And then there is one more temple we can see here, which is in a Narendra tank. This is a largest tank in the Odisha, and it's built in somewhere in 15th century. At the center, there is an island on which there is a small Shiva temple. Every day night at around 7 p.m., there are beautiful fountain and light show. You are viewing some of the photos showing this beautiful light and fountain show here. So now we can move. This is a next day. You can move somewhere Chilika Lake, which is around 50 kilometers from Puri. Chilika Lake is a brackish, that is slightly salty water lagoon spread over Puri, Khurda and Ganchan district of Odisha. So actually, if you can see here, there are Odisha tourism has created a beautiful house there. You can stay in this locality, and also you can take the cruise or small boats to go to see the actually Irrawaddy dolphins. You can even the cruise goes to the sea mouth and the Red Crab Island, which you can see on the other side. Here in this photo, there are so many boats are coming to see. The tourists are coming to see the dolphin. Some of the dolphin they can come up slightly and then go back. There are so many boats, so you will not able to see. So right time, if you can come early in the morning at around 9:30, take a cruise, you can see it. Dolphin, you can see it. There are so many migratory bird also come in this Chilika Lake. There are many threatened species of plants and animal also there inside the sea here. Here, when the boat comes, the many birds comes around the boat. Yeah, you can see here the lot of birds coming around the boat. So now we are moving to Konark. This is the next day tour to Konark. Konark, the road to Konark from Puri is a beautiful beach line road, and there is a Chandrabhaga beach on the right side, and the road goes parallel to the coastal, and there is a forest. So you are actually driving from a forest. It's a 35-kilometer drive, and it's one of the best marine drive of India. So now you can see in between the stop at a Ramchandi temple. You stop at Ramchand temple of goddess Ramchandi on the river mouth of Kubhabhadra river. Ramchandi is popularly believed the presiding deity of Konark. So here you are seeing the temple near the sea beach. Then actually a lot of people come here and to see this temple. It's on the way to Konark. Konark is hardly 5 kilometers from here. So when you just enter Konark city, on the right side is a beautiful beach called Chandrabhaga beach. When you just enter the Konark city, you will notice a long beach which is called Chandrabhaga beach. It is India's first to get blue flag certification, a tag given to environment friendly clean beaches equipped with amenities of international standard for tourists. See the beautiful clean water of the Chandrabhaga beach. There is some monument of elephant just opposite the beach. You can see in the picture. Now we are moving to Sun Temple, which is the 13th century Sun Temple, which is attributed to King Narsimhadeva. It's around 1250 the construction started, and it is dedicated temple to Hindu sun god Surya, which remains what remains of the temple complex has the appearance of 100-foot high chariot with immense wheels and horses, all carved from stone. Or once or two, here in this case, you will see the chariot which is driven by 7 horses. Which is the chariot of this is a chariot of God's Son. Okay. Now, this Sun Temple is a typical Kalinga architecture, where there is a main sanctuary which is called Deul or Bada Deul. In front of that Bada Deul, it's a small platform which is called Jagamohana. So Jagamohana is, see here, now you are saying the actually Bada Deul, which is the condition of today, is very bad. It is completely damaged. Once upon a time, it was a 200 feet temple. It's a Bada Deul. Then in front of Jagamohana, which is now it's in slightly better condition. You are seeing the picture of Jagamohana here. So Jagamohana is a people where the people can gather to pray the God. So next you see actually the condition of the temple. See from apart. It's a and now these are the horses which are pulling the chariot. Okay. There are total 7 horses, 4 on the one side and 3 on the other side. So, and these 7 horses are called, they are called by names, and it is like weekdays of a week. So here now you will see one Nata Mandir, which is dance temple. It stands on a high, intricately carved platform. Actually, there was one Aruna Stambha which was there here between Natamandara and Jagamohana in between, which is currently moved to Jagannath Temple at Puri. This is a photo of that Aruna Stambha. Now there are many other buildings, old buildings are there. Now what you are seeing is the Royal Guard of Konark. The eastern gateway, which is the main entrance to the temple compound, is decorated with Gajasimha, lion upon an elephant, with outward faces, installed on 2 stone benches on either side of the passage. You are seeing both royal guards here in this picture. So very important is Great Wheel of Konark. The entire temple is made in the form of huge chariot of sun god pulled by 7 horses and has 24 wheels, that is 12 pairs of wheels. The Konark wheel is the primary attraction of the temple. The wheels of the chariot have exquisitely decorated around their axles and peripheries. The artwork of every wheel is different. You are seeing so many wheels are different wheels here, and also the carvings on it. So The wheels, the size of the wheel is of 9 feet 9 inches in diameter, and each one of them having 8 wider spokes and 8 inner spokes. Out of 24 wheels, 6 are in either side of the main temple, 4 wheels on each side of the Mukshala, and 2 wheels on each side on the steps at the eastern front. The terraces contain stone statues of male and female musicians holding various musical instruments. Other major work of art includes sculptures of Hindu deities, apsaras, and images. From daily life and culture of the people, the structures and elements that have survived are famed for their intricate artwork, iconology, and themes. Here, including some of the erotic Kama and Mithuna scenes. The erotic sculptures are found on the temple's Shikhara. On the top of this temple, here you are seeing a lot of carvings which are seen here on the various sides of the temple. If you are seeing here, lot of images are of deities, people doing dance, and some of the people doing some of the images, apsaras and deities, Hindu deities are there. Okay, and importantly, these are some of the sculptures found on temples of Shikara. Okay. Now you actually, this temple is of sun god, but the inside there is no sun god now. So there is a symbolically, they have put two and the two sides of the main Deul, Bada Deul, they put some dummy statues of God Surya. You are seeing the statues here on this. This is one of the on the east side. Other one is on west side. There are two dummy statues of God's Sun. Sun Temple complex has ruins of many subsidiary shrines and monuments, like Maya Devi Temple on one side, Vaishnav Temple. Here, you are seeing some of the temples, the remains of the temples which are not currently available. There is also a kitchen and Bhoga Mandapa, which is mainly a dining hall. This is maybe a dining hall on once upon a time. At the end, when you come out of the main Saint Sun temple, there is a lot of shops there, and there is a museum. You should not forget to see this museum. Should not miss it. It's there is inside there is a short film on how the temple was built, and lot of pictures and photographs as seen here. Here you are seeing how the Sun temple was there, and when Sun temple was seen, this was actually the before it was cleaned up. So thank you. Hope you like it.